Hello students, my name is Tameswar Sahu and this is my profile. So let's start our chapter Physical World class 11th unit 1, and this is lecture 2 of this particular chapter Physical World. So today we will discuss the topics. First is fundamental forces in nature, and second, nature of physical laws. So the fundamental forces in nature are mainly fundamental. Four forces in nature are exist. First is gravitational force, second electrostatic force, and these are the fundamental forces like magnetic force, electromagnetic force, nuclear force, and weak forces. Okay, so first, what is gravitational force? It is the force of attraction between any two bodies in the universe. The gravitational force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the two bodies and directly proportional to the product of the masses of two bodies. So, what is gravitational force? So, I can explain it. Suppose this is a body, it have mass m1, and this is second body, and this it have mass m2. Okay, so what is the gravitational force? Whenever two objects which have masses, then they they attract each other, they always attract each other. So whenever the two bodies which have masses, then there exists a force of attraction between them. This force of attraction is called gravitational force. So here m1 and m2 are attracted by gravitational force, and what is what is the magnitude of this gravitational force? So here a force which is gravitational force. Okay, so suppose they are the distance between the two masses are or r. So F gravitational force is directly proportional to these two masses m1 dot m2, and it is inversely proportional to the distance between the two masses. F is inversely proportional to r square. So you can write it as F is proportional to m1 into m2 divided by r square. When you remove this proportionality, then you can write a constant G. It is called universal gravitational constant. Okay, so the force of attraction or gravitational force is F equal to G m1 m2 by r square. This is the formula. Okay, gravitational force is small when light bodies are considered and is considerable when massive bodies are taken into account. So here it depends on m1 m2. So the bodies are small, then its masses are also small, so force of attraction is small. When m1 m2 are greater, then this force of attraction will also greater. Okay, Next, electrostatic force. It's the force between two charges. So remember, the electrostatic force is force between two charges. The charges, suppose Q1 and Q2. ठीक है. So Q1 and Q2. Okay, so here also exists force of interaction between the two charges. Here the force of interaction is can be attraction or can be repulsion. It depends on the charges. Suppose plus the charges are positive, then the force of interaction is repulsive. Suppose here plus Q charge, and here also plus Q charge. So there exists force of repulsion. They repel each other. Okay, so suppose minus Q and minus Q, they will also repel each other. So here the force, the nature of force is repulsive. If opposite sign of charges is here, suppose plus Q and minus Q, so here the force of interaction is attractive. The charges attract each other. Okay, they attract each other. So electrostatic force is either attractive or repulsive. If the charges are same, then force is repulsive. If the charges are opposite, then force is attractive. If charges are same, then force is repulsive, and if charges are opposite, then force is attractive. Okay, it's stronger than gravitational force. It also follow inverse square law and is proportional to product of the point charge. So remember the formula for electrostatic force: F equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. Okay. Next, magnetic force. It can be either attractive or repulsive. It can be the force between two magnets or force on magnet placed in a magnetic field. Okay, so magnetic force is force of attraction or repulsion, and it take place between two magnets. Next, electromagnetic force. An electric charge moving in a magnetic field experiences a force. This is called electromagnetic force. It is a combination of electricity and magnetism. So remember, whenever an electric charge is moved in a magnetic field, then it feels a force which is called electromagnetic force. Next, nuclear force. This is a strong force with a short range. It is non-central, means it isn't directed along the line joining the centers of the interacting particles. This force acts within the nucleus. Okay, so remember, nucleus force is a very short range force. So nuclear force is available in nucleus of atoms. So it can be between proton and neutron. Okay. Next, weak force. This kind of interaction is not well understood as yet. its range is shorter than the nuclear force. It is important only for certain nuclear processes like radioactive beta decay, strong electromagnetic, weak gravitational. So the ratio is 10 square ratio 1, ratio 10 to the power minus 12, ratio 10 to the power minus 36. So these are the fundamental forces in physics. Let's compare between electrostatic and gravitational forces. So they have some similarity and they have some dissimilarity. So first we see what are the similarities between electrostatic and gravitational force. So first is they are central forces, they obey inverse square law, they are conservative, they operate even in vacuum. Okay, so these are the similarities between electrostatic and gravitational force. Next, points of dissimilarity. So gravitational force are attractive while electrostatic forces may be attractive or repulsive. Next, gravitational constant of proportionality doesn't depend on the medium while electrical constant depends on the medium. So gravitational constant G is constant for all the mediums. Okay. Electrostatic forces are extremely large as compared to gravitational forces. Remember these points. Next, laws of conservation. There are nearly 14 laws of conservation based on symmetry principles in physics. Anything that happens must not be forbidden by a conservation law. Some of the important ones are, so there are nearly 14 laws of conservation in physics. So some of the laws are given below. First is laws of conservation of linear momentum. If no external force acts on a system of colliding objects, then the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision in the same direction. Okay, initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Next, law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred from one to another. Okay, so a system's energy remains unchanged. Okay, it can be changed to one form to another form, but total energy of a system remains constant. Next, law of conservation of angular momentum. If no external torque acts upon a system, then the angular momentum of the system remains constant. Okay. Next, conservation of charge. The total electric charge of an isolated system remains constant. Okay. Thank you. So this is lecture 2 of physical world. Thank you so much.